Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting on how much does buying a home and moving cost in Finland. I haven't been to Finland before. I have no idea about how much moving to Finland and buying things, right? Buying homes in Finland cost. And this particular video, I'm so sure it will do justice to my curiosity, because sometimes I just sit down and I think, how much does living in Finland cost? Like, totally. If you want to get a house in Finland, you want to buy some properties in Finland, how much does it cost? So to me, I feel like this particular video should do justice to it by answering all my curiosity. Right? Yeah. So if you're planning on moving to Finland and you have a lot of questions in terms of purchasing properties, purchasing a home, right? I feel like this particular video should do justice to it. So if you're residing in Finland equally, how much did it cost you to get a home? Yeah, and to move as well. Let's discuss on the comment section. So let's check this one. The official link to this video will be on my description box. Please go to the channel, support the channel. They have amazing videos. So let's check this one out.
Moving is expensive. What's up everyone? I'm Mega from Couple of Expats. Welcome to our channel where we talk about studying, working and living in Finland. We just bought our new home. We just made a video about buying a new home, and in today's video we're talking about the costs related to buying and moving to a new home. As immigrants, the home buying process can seem pretty daunting. Will I get service in English? That's something that I required. How to navigate all the documents that are in Finnish. And a very important question is, what is all of this going to cost? And that is what we are going to talk about in this video, so let's dive right in. Now, the costs that are going to be related to the purchase of a new home is something that your bank should walk you through every step of the way.
Okay.
Now, when you are filling in the home loan application, also known as asuntolaina in Finnish, you're going to have to put how much you have saved and how much of your savings you are able to put forward as your down payment. So for a home down payment, you might be expected to put, for example, 30, 20, 10, 5, or even 0% of the asking price of the home. So in this case, we got a 0% down payment from Danske Bank, which we did not even know was a possibility. So your down payment percentage is likely going to be the biggest percentage of money that you're going to need to save. So for example, if the house costs 200,000 and you are putting a 10% down payment, that would be 20,000 euros. Now, after that comes the transfer tax. That is 1.5% of the debt-free price of the home. In addition to that, you are expected to have a collateral. That can be a summer cottage or your parents' home. In our case, we did not have anything to put forward as collateral, so we needed to purchase a collateral. Purchasing a collateral for us cost 3,680 euros.
Wow.
And then in addition to that sum, it was there are some fees related to the transfer of the share certificate known as the osakekirje, and some other fees to the national, I don't know exactly what the name is, but we're going to put it up in the description box, but that came up to 119 euros. There is also a one-time arrangement fee that the banks charge, but luckily we purchased the home during a time where the banks had a limited time offer of a €0 arrangement fee. And then the last but not least, another fee that we had was a 270 euro bank fee for the arrangements of the share certificate from the seller to the buyer. After the buying part comes the exciting and exhausting moving part. So during this time, we decided to hire a moving company, and we also rent boxes from them. So we rented moving boxes from them for about 10 days time. And then we also had the moving company guys help us with moving our stuff from the old place to our new home. And we needed their services for approximately 3.5 hours. And the cost for the moving company, along with renting the boxes, came up to 573 euros. In Finland, it's also required for professionals to be the ones that are connecting and disconnecting electrical appliances, such as your dishwasher, your washing machine, Otherwise, if something goes wrong, the insurances basically will not cover any damage charges. So we needed to pay to have our old washing machine and dishwasher discharged, which came up to 134 euros, and installing our washing machine
That's a
in the
lot.
new home came to 62 euros. So when taking into account the price for the moving company and the price for the professionals installing and uninstalling, then moving came up to 769 euros. And it's also important to note that all of these costs are for moving within the same Finnish city. Of course, if you're moving from one city to another, the cost will be very
It
different.
will be
So that's
high.
something to keep in mind as well. So we were interested in getting a professional's help in putting the place together, so we decided to hire an interior designer. This is, of course, not a must-have cost, but if you are interested in getting interior decoration help, then we are going to share a little bit about how that process went for us. So we found a service called Claudia.fi, where we could select a designer that matches our style, the rooms in the house that we want help with, as well as the level of home decoration or home design that we want for ourselves. The service that we opted for was not very conventional because the designer actually never visited the space in person. Rather, we were asked to submit the photos online as well as the floor plan and as accurate measurements as possible. So this was a little bit different, but the entire process was done online.
Wow.
We also opted for help with our living dining area, with our workroom and one of our bedrooms. And for 3 room designs, we spent 1,013 euros. And what we received is that we got an initial plan, followed by a round of comments where we gave our input, followed by the final design, which contained both the interior design plan that she had sketched for us, as well as links to all products from Nordic online stores. We have no affiliations with the company, but we're really happy with how it turned out. Now, the price was really, really reasonable for the Finnish market. This can be easily like 5-fold higher, 10-fold higher. We think we got a really good price, and it really also served as a very good starting point. We, of course, could also not go for any of the products that she suggested, but we used her plan as a starting point to get us the home that we wanted. There might be also a bunch of other miscellaneous costs that are involved in moving. For example, for us, we were on a very tight schedule, so we decided to hire help for doing basic renovations, such as installing wallpaper and painting the walls. And for this, we spent around 2,500 euros. This number depends on the number of rooms you have and the size of the area that you require help for. And keep in mind that these numbers are before taking into account the material costs of the wallpaper and the paint itself. Other costs that might be involved are professional cleaning. If you opt to have professional cleaners clean out your old place when you're moving. In this video, we did not get into the costs of, for example, furniture, appliances. There might be costs related to getting a different home insurance, electricity, getting an internet connection. So these all are miscellaneous costs that you should remember to add to your expenses. Now, if you're overwhelmed by these numbers, don't be. There is always cheaper alternatives that are available. For example, if you are a student, you can usually rent a car, a moving car. You can also probably find someone who is providing help with moving at a much cheaper price than moving companies. So if you're on a budget, be sure to look into those alternatives as well.
Wow. The figures are draining. I feel like it's a lot to move. Like they literally spent a lot moving and purchasing the house. To me, I feel like they spent a lot. But anyways, now I have like idea how it costs. But just like she said, for us not to be overwhelmed with the prices, because they are fair prices. They are actually affordable ones you can get, right? But it depends on your choice. So I feel like she explained this so good that even a layman can literally understand, right? So if you're wondering how much it costs to get a house in Finland, how much it costs to renovate, how much it costs to get an interior decorator or something, this video has totally done justice for us, because I was curious before, but now she explained 100%, and this is coming from her own view, how she got her own house, their own home, and the price she paid for interior decor, moving, and the rest. And I know there are affordable ones too, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for sticking around with me, enlighten me more about your own experience on the comment section, right? I'm so anxious. I want to know, I want to read from you guys. Thank you so much, and catch you guys in my next one. Bye.